Good morning. Today I'm speaking from my office, borrowed office, because I like to sit outside with the group of with my team, because it's easier for me to communicate with them. I don't know what is your liking, but for me, I love to sit with them so that I can also hear the unspoken words that they are speaking, and participate in their conversation. But I feel sometimes it put a little bit of pressure on the team also, because culturally, our culture, they don't like to open up. They are afraid that if they open up, they will be sacked, they will be terminated. But honestly speaking, as an employee before, as an employer before, or employer or employee in the same thing also. If you're not good enough, you're only waiting for death. Death in your career, death in your job, and death waiting, don't know what to do. So it's a wasted life. Nowadays, we live in a world that you have everything. So you think that everything that is given to you is due to you because you owe them, and all the BS about it. And they don't realize it. So I'm grateful that this pandemic happened. Then in a way, it can help me to see a lot of things. And it's also hoping that it helps a lot of people to open up their eyes that without them, everybody can survive very well. Of course, with them, it'll be added value. But don't go into the thoughts that, you are the only one for the company. Even for me, I'm the only one for myself, not for my family, not for my company, not for anyone. If I am not good enough for myself, then I'm not good enough for anybody else. You're only seeking what is outside, and when you get that from outside, it's only temporary, and you will always be in a limbo. Obviously, I don't fall into this. I don't have this realization by just, when I born, I already have this. God help me. If I'm that, then I tell you, I would have been much more different than now. But it takes a journey to understand yourself. It takes a journey to know what you want, because there is always a stigma of yourself where it was brought forward from previous life. For me, I believe in the past life, or the previous life that brings something to you. But then again, individually, they have their own mindset of what they want to do. I was very passionate about changing people, but then I realized that change won't happen if the person don't see it as a needs to change. And this is one story that I always like to share with my daughter, is that, not a story, just a philosophy of our own, that even in her young days, she was saying, "Mommy, why are you trying so hard to change somebody? If they are brought up to think that killing is right, there's nothing much you can do. You can tell them, no, it's wrong, this is to put it to a very severe kind of situation. Because if a person feels that lying is correct, then they will keep on doing it, because to them, it's not doing the wrong thing. It's the only thing that we know what is right, what is wrong. We know what is good, what is bad. But then again, don't you think they also know? Maybe you're good and bad, and their good and bad is just a reverse. That is why there's so many different people in the world with so many different character. Some you don't even apprehend why they have become like that. Beautiful people suddenly become like that, or wonderful people with wonderful life. The second you turn your eyes, they might be jumping from the 95th floor or committed suicide. It's so sad, because in this life, when you are born, your final destination is death. And in between, you can have 100 years, you can have more than 100 years. uh, you just need to be nice to yourself, enjoy the process of living, knowing what you need. Knowing what you need brings me to the point of coaching, where knowing and actually realizing it is very different. You know that you want to be a billionaire, but why do you want to be one? You don't know, right? You want to be famous, but are you going to work for it so that you're famous? Obviously some people, they are lucky, they just got it like that, but they also had to work very hard to maintain. Like the influencer or the social media influencer, or the film stars or artists or even bosses, they have to work harder than anybody else in order to put people that they care for uh, in a better how to say, in a better mood, in a better position, in a richer environment. These are all the things that people work hard to give you. So what can you give in return? This is one question that I like you to ponder upon. Number two, do you really know where you are? Not where you're going. Maybe you don't even know where you're going. You're just hitting around, especially during this pandemic. You are just bumping your way around, hoping some miracles happen. Miracles are there when you become the miracles. So number three, don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is very painful, yeah, but it really gives you the kind of feeling that you are created with. You have all your senses, and if you have not used the five senses, this is really one of the biggest failure in your life. It's not that I want you to cry your heart out or see you heartbroken, but it will heal over time, and you become a better person, because by knowing, you know solution, you know where to go, you know where is your direction and how you want to do it. Most important thing is you must know yourself, know what you want to do. When you know yourself, you will know what you want to do, how you want to do it, who you want to do it with, and finally, how your passion will help you in ensuring that this one is really what you want to do. It's a very simple question, but yet again, it's also a very tough question. If you go through the process of asking these five questions, you will have that kind of dilemmas, which is good, which is really good, because it's time to audit yourself. There's one thing that I also practices, is that I audit every action that I take. So I have a very busy night. Most of the night I'm busy, because I audit the days happening, so that at the end of the year, when people do resolution, now I stop doing resolution, because every day is so full of life that I am only concentrating on improving this one. So when you audit yourself, then you have to really take out things that you don't feel right, and then you move on. You see it, okay, this is my problem, this is what I've done, I shouldn't do it this way, the next time how I will do it. So you forgive yourself and you move on, then life will be easier also. So in that sense, stay healthy, think about what I say, and catch up with you soon. Bye bye.